Midnight Wolf Tarot going live once again. Yeah, go tell a friend if they're trying to see within. Yeah, welcome to the Wolf Pack. Wolf can give me a reading. I know that you got me. I wanna give in, but I just keep on trying. And needing some guidance. My lucky is lucky. What the cards reveal? Come on, tell what spirit feel. It don't matter who, where, when, where, why. I know I got it. Welcome to the Wolf Pack. Yeah, you gon' love it here. And I bet you leaving with a smile. There's nothing but love in here. Welcome to the Wolf Pack.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Midnight Wolf Tarot. Thank you for tuning in one more time. I definitely appreciate it. Still trying to get myself organized. So hopefully I can do that soon. Thank you, Cassie. Thank you for that super. Thank you. We got you down for 2 questions. Good morning. Good morning. How's your morning going so far? Good, I hope. Okay. Let's see what you have going on here. I haven't talked to my cousin V for over a decade now. Oh, man. I've had no hard feelings towards her yet. I'm okay with never speaking to her again. For some reason, she's always in my dreams. Why is that? Wow. Okay, for Spirit. Cassie hasn't talked to their cousin V. Sean, thank you very much. Got you down for 3 questions. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay, for Cassie, they haven't talked to their cousin V for over a decade now. They have no hard feelings towards their cousin yet. They're okay with never speaking with her again, but for some reason she's showing up in the dreams. Why? Why, V, are you showing up in Cassie's dreams? Why? Ooh. Looking at the dream state. Okay. Okay, wow. This is interesting. Wow. Okay, so they are showing up in your dreams because, like, they're at this point, like, trying to connect with you in some way. I feel like that you're dreaming about them to have a transition of things coming back together. There is love here. You do care about your cousin does care about you, but we have a hard time communicating that here. Okay, so we have Death and the 8 of Swords here. Death and the 8 of Swords. So it's like this place where you may have restriction, or they have restriction, or there's restrictions hitting the both of you. That's not allowing either one of you to take control of the relationship to try to move things forward. Right? So they're not reaching out to you. You're not reaching out to them. It's just something that's kind of stagnant. But there's something here that is making the connection here like regretful in some sense. The lack of passion to reach out. No one's taking control of this, and this is why you're dreaming about them. It's like there's a part of you that is meant to reach out to them. So we have the Magician and we have the Ace of Cups here. Magician being in the reverse. It's like somebody needs to take control if this is to come back together. It's meant to. We got the Knight of Cups. They care about you. You do care about them. You do care. But at the same time, you're not going to chase somebody to be in your life. And that is why I feel like the Magician's in the reverse. But we got the Lovers and the Star. I feel like at some point this is going to come back together. Somebody's going to take charge here and bring this back together. We do have the Emperor and the 3 of Pentacles. I feel like you're dreaming about them because this year you guys are going to come back together. Page of Wands. So although the journey has been long here, we got the 8 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Pentacles here. I feel like a big transition is going to take place this year, and I feel like this is going to come back into connection this year. I feel like that is why you were dreaming of them, my dear. And what is your next question? Thank you for the reactions. I appreciate it. And I just saw 555. You posted it above. What am I waiting for? Let me see. Okay. Got it. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so you've been MIA on socials for a while now. And you've been blocked by Isaiah also. How is he feeling towards you? Well, there's nothing wrong with going MIA on socials. Plenty of times I want to run away. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, how are you feeling towards Cassie? Cassie's been MIA on socials. And Cassie has blocked you. So how are you feeling about that? Isaiah, how are you feeling? Okay. So I'm already seeing that there is a part of them that has kind of come to a sense of acceptance. There are times that they think about you, but at the same time, they're not holding on to the hope that you're coming back. They have kind of come with the reality that you have made the decision to kind of move on, to close the chapter, and they're at this point where they're not looking to reopen it. They accept what has been done. 10 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. And I feel like they feel this way because, like, they know what they did to deserve this kind of reaction here. But yeah, it's just like there may be unfinished business, but they're not expecting you to come back. Like, if you were to unblock, if the blockage were to be removed, they don't expect you to come back. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like there are times that they think about you. There are some times that they wonder why, but at the same time, they do understand what occurred to allow this to happen here. So we see the block here, 9 of Wands and the 7 of Cups here. So it's just like within this is why they don't expect you to come back. We see stalled energy here with the Chariot and the 6 of Wands. They don't expect you to come back. You stood in your position and you're like, this isn't what I want. So it's like they see you setting up the boundaries and everything else. They see this on the bottom that you do have the 2 of Wands. They don't see this moving back into a direction where they have hope here. We have the Fool and reverse, as well as the Queen of Cups. So how they feel about it is that, they have grown to have to accept the situation for what it is. They don't expect you to come back. Are they sad about it? There's some emotion here, but not a lot. I feel like that they feel like they let you down somewhere, with the Queen of Cups being in reverse. But at this point, like, this isn't someone that would chase back after you or anything like that. They've had to come with peace with what has happened, my dear. Sunshine, good morning. Good morning, good morning. All right, Cassie, thank you very much. I hope that was helpful. You're welcome, and thank you. Up next, we have Sean for 3 questions. And I see 111. A lot of angel numbers I'm seeing. I already saw 555. Now I see 111. And yesterday was 111. Thank you for the reactions, everybody. I definitely appreciate you. Thank you, Sunshine. And I see 333. Man, the angel numbers are flying today. Like 555, 111, 333. Something major is going to happen for people today. There's just a massive shift. Man. Something crazy. Something crazy. All right. Let's do this. Try hard. Hey, hey. All right. So for Sean, I've been feeling stagnant, like I'm at a place of planning but not actually doing. Okay. What can I do to get this busy doing nothing spell? Okay. What can you do? Like a little bit of like procrastination, right? That we feel kind of stuck. What I just heard is uninspired. That's a part of it. Losing inspiration. So that's why we're kind of in stagnant energy. Wondering that if you do plan and do all these things, was it even worth it to begin with? I feel like that you're in a place where you don't want to waste your time. All right, so for Sean, they've been feeling stagnant, like they're in a place of planning but not actually doing things. What can they do to get out of this energy, Spirit? Talk about that. We got the 10 of Swords. Be willing to pull the swords out of your back, my dear. I feel like that there is a sense of fear of success and a fear of not being successful. Double-edged sword is what I'm getting, okay? You have the 3 of Pentacles here and the Ace of Swords. So to get out of this frequency, we need to start pulling these swords out of our back. We need to start putting things into motion. The way that we're communicating to ourselves, the goals that we are setting up, that we realize that these are the things that we want to achieve, so we're going to reach out and grab it. And the way that we're speaking to ourselves is at a higher value, at a higher frequency. We're not settling. Yeah, making the choice here. So you have more control over the situation than you realize. Spirit is saying it's time to put it to work. All right, you have Judgment here with the 8 of Pentacles. It's time to put things into motion. It's about like the moment that you wake up in the morning, you say, okay, I'm going to do one thing towards my goal, one thing towards what I'm wanting to do here. You achieve that one thing, then you're already making progress. We got the Page of Wands. You're meant to create and make things happen for yourself. But you have the trust in the process that you're deserving of the opportunities that are being presented. When I said that, we had Justice come out of the deck and the Ace of Pentacles. If you want things to work for you, you have to put it into motion for yourself. And as you do that, here's opportunity. 4 of Cups. It's like if you're not getting where you want to go, it's because we're putting ourselves in a situation that we are putting ourselves in. The 8 of Swords, I'm surprised, is not here. We're putting ourselves in the 8 of Swords place. Our own trap visions is where we're at. And we're going, well, why aren't we getting where we're going? What are you doing to put it into motion, my dear? You need to have faith in the process. You have the Hierophant here. You need to put it into motion for yourself, so therefore you can be successful. Are you meant to be? Yes. You have the King of Cups. You have the King of Wands. You have the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Oh, come on. Come on. 3 kings. Boom, boom, boom. You're meant to be emotionally successful, a protective provider, and successful. 3 kings coming out at the bottom of the deck. I've never seen this. You were meant to have so much. But you need to take charge, my dear, and realize that the value of what you're trying to put out in the world has value. You're not failing. You're here to succeed. So put it into motion. See yourself high in your divine masculine energy and take charge. Take charge. Ooh, that's crazy. If that was a game of poker, I would have won that hand right there. 3 kings. Wow, wow, wow. You're meant for so much, my dear. So get after it. Get after it. I need to move stuff. I feel like my space is just there. All right, all right, all right. And Sean, what is your second question, my dear? Why is this popping up? There you go, my dear. It's like make a plan and go for it. That's how we achieve what we want. Even if we feel like things have shifted and changed for ourselves, you know. I made it to the gym this morning, so I'm proud of that. Hey, you know what? I did not. I ate a muffin this morning. So you are a step ahead of me, my dear. But I wanted the muffin. So you know what? It made me feel good. Cassie, thank you very much for that for 2 questions. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you for the support, everybody. I went with the muffin today. All right, for Sean. Question 2. I've been thinking about S a lot, but we haven't spoken in years. Why am I thinking of him? Ooh. So past connections coming back. Interesting. All right, for Sean. They've been thinking about S a lot. They haven't spoken in years. Why are they thinking of him? Why are they thinking of him? Spirit. In the past is here. Before I shuffled this, it showed this card. 6 of Cups. Something of the past. There's something that you have learned in the past with them that is relevant now. Okay, so we have the King of Swords and the 6 of Cups. Something that was relevant in the past that is now relevant right now. It's like there's a reason not to forget them. Absolutely, I'm just here on a Monday. 4 of Wands. There's something that you have learned from commitment, relationship, success from them. There are lessons that you have learned from them. Yes, 6 of Wands and the Fool. Something that I heard also not to be the fool. It's like you've learned a lot from them. You have the 3 of Pentacles. It's like you're thinking about them now because of the transitions that you're making in your life. You have the 7 of Pentacles here. I feel like the things that you have learned from them is what is leading you to a better place. I feel like that there is a lot of lessons here. But the pinnacle point of happiness, 10 of Cups, it's just like I feel like that you had learned in this situation how to love yourself. I feel like that you're being reminded how to love yourself from this. From this, that it serves a higher purpose. And what you're doing to not settle for anything for yourself. Yes, we have strength here. Your power, the things that, again, you have learned a lot from this connection. They're on your mind now because it's relevant right now. The wisdom that you have learned from that situation is coming up now. Where we talked just a while ago about stagnant energy. This is about moving on, taking the wisdom that you have learned here and taking charge. That is relevant. Taking charge. Page of Wands. There are things here that you have learned. We got another King. King of Wands. We have the Hangman and we have the Chariot. So it's time to transition and to move. I feel like that. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for that. Super. Good morning. That's very true. Try hard. Thank you very much. We're about to hit the first goal, everybody. Holy moly. Thank you for your support, everybody. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's very true. So yeah, it's just like you've learned a lot. You've learned a lot. You're moving things in the direction that you're meant to go. And that's the thing here is keep moving. Don't look back. This isn't somebody to reach back for, but you learned a whole hell of a lot from them. So they served a purpose in your life, but don't reach back for them. Continue to love you, my dear. All right. And Sean, what is your third question? And then we have Cassie for 2 questions. We have Angelina for 1 question. And we have 1 question for Try Hard. Thank you for the reactions. What a great start to a Monday. Okay, let's see what's going on. All right, for Sean. I have a friend who's dating another friend of mine, and long story short, he's not treating her the best. I'm going to say something to both of them in front of both of them, and I want to ask how. She's acting delusional. They're going to go. Okay, she's acting delusional. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Ooh. Right when I open my deck, we have the 4 of Swords and the Lovers. So something that we're holding on to, dreaming about, even though these swords are about to fall. Now, what can they do? Ooh, man. 9 of Swords just came flying out. This is a situation. They know that this is not a good situation, but they feel like they don't want to be alone. Your friend does not want to be alone. That's her fear, is being alone. So I feel like she's putting up with things because she doesn't want to be alone. So how should Sean approach the friends that are dating each other that mutually know Sean? Sean's going to say something to both of them in front of both of them. And when I ask how do you go about it? Well, you kind of rip the Band-Aid off. We have the 6 of Pentacles here. We rip the Band-Aid off. We just say, hey, this is what I'm noticing. You're not pulling the wool over my eyes. I do have clarity. I can see. I don't like the energy here that you both are not appreciating each other. What's going on is wrong. You're fighting each other more than loving each other. Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. It's just like approaching it with love and at the same time being honest about the situation, about what you're observing and what you're seeing. They deserve to be happy. I don't feel like they're going to get angry with you, frustrated with you. They may make a comment going, well, this is our relationship. Or the Ace of Cups here. This is our relationship. We're happy. And that's when you're like, yeah, no. I'm seeing repeated patterns, maybe on both sides. No, I'm seeing too many challenges here. And we got the sun and the moon. The moon is not in the same place in conjunction with the sun is supposed to be. So there's many challenges here. 10 of wands and the moon. We can pretend that we're okay, but when the night falls, the true shadows show themselves. And that's why we have the pain in the night. Speak your truth, my dear. Come from a very healing, unjudgmental place. Give them the facts. 5 of Wands, give them the facts and realize that they're in a tower moment. Big changes need to occur here so there could be success. Either there's going to be success or this is meant to come apart. But you standing up and saying something is showing how much you care about the both of them. It's not that you want to personally attack anybody. At the same time, you don't want to see anybody hurt. You're going to be speaking from your truth and just saying, you know what, if this is not a good fit, maybe y'all should split. Yeah. It's like, it's time to do something, say something. And you're doing the right thing for standing up for your friends. Thank you so much for your donations, my dear. I definitely appreciate it. All right, for Cassie. Let's see. What's going on here? How is Tyler currently feeling towards me? I've been trying to get into barbering, but the wait list is a year out. Ooh. Things have been stagnant, and I debate about going back to finish nursing school. I got into a lot of fights with other students and instructors, and although I found the class easy, but I've been in healthcare for 10 years and I'm not happy, but financially I would be. But I've had multiple synchronicities to leave nursing. I guess I'm stuck and stagnant. Can I get some advice from the universe? That's both questions. All right. So we're just looking at everything. Spirit just said, keep on reading. Oh, boy. That's a lot of energy. Okay, Cassie, let's take a look at this. Let's start with Tyler. Tyler, what are your current feelings? And right when I said Tyler, my throat chakra just went. So, yes, there's definitely things that they're not telling you. How is Tyler feeling towards Cassie? Let's take a look here. Okay, so we have the Chariot. Where do we want to move from here? We have the 7 of Swords in reverse. I feel like that they're being honest with you. I feel like that they're not a very patient individual, though. I feel like that they're a person that kind of just turns the page and moves on. They don't wait very long. So I feel like that if they approach you, like if you don't beat to their drum, then this isn't a person that's going to wait. I do feel like that they can be a little pushy. Okay, so we have the Chariot here. The 7 of Swords. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. This is not a patient individual. Like I said, they beat to their own drum and they expect everybody to comply with them. 3 of Wands in reverse to Judgment. This is their truth, though. It's not them hiding anything. They can kind of not be that dream state. Interesting. What's going to come out next to this card, though? Yeah. So we have the Ace of Cups. So, like, emotionally, I feel like that they care, but I feel like that they have a lot of boundaries, a lot of guards up. And maybe because they know that this is the kind of energy they have, and it's going to take them a long time to let boundaries come down, their walls to come down, to let you in to see what's going on. I feel like that they're trying to figure you out. And we have 777. But this one's in a positive way. They're trying to let a guard down to let you in. But third is not very patient, but they see your worth with the Empress. So right now, the best that you can do is a friendship. Three of Cups, nothing wrong with that, and being honest about it. I don't feel like they're in a position where they're trying to say, "Oh, well, maybe we can be more. We can be more right now." They're saying, "Hey, this is the best that I can do right now. Is a friendship. Is that okay with you?" With the Ten of Pentacles, and they're hoping that you don't just walk away. They do like you. I feel like they're being honest. I feel like they're trying to let their guards down to let you in. But the best they can do is a friendship. Okay, so now let's see what's going on with your next one. Okay, so Cassie's been trying to get into barbering, but the wait list is a year out. Things have been stagnant, and they debate about finished nursing. Okay, nursing school, but they got into a lot of fights with other students and instructors, although they found the class easy. But they've been in healthcare for 10 years, Spirit, and they're not happy, but financially they would be. But I've had multiple synchronicities to leave nursing. I guess I'm just stuck and stagnant. Can I get advice from the universe? Can we get it together? Ooh, everyone said, can we get it together? I opened my deck and we got Capricorn. So this is interesting. So we have the Devil. So we can have some negative things, but when I'm looking at this at the same time, when we're talking about financial, that is of Capricorn, very driven towards money. You don't want to be somewhere. Abundance will be different. You don't want to be somewhere just because you're going to be financially better off. If your heart is not in it, it eventually will slip through your hands. That's a huge thing. That's a huge thing. Spirit, what is your advice for Cassie? Should they go back to nursing? Feeling stuck and stagnant? Is there a direction they should be going in? What's going on here? Yeah, talk about challenge points here. You're not going to be happy. Talk about 10 years. Here's your 10. So this has been a challenge point because a lot of it too is because you feel like things should be done a certain way, and if other people don't comply, that's a problem. I feel like that you're trying to stand up for the right thing. I don't feel like that you're going against the status quo. You have a lot of questions and you're saying, hey, this isn't right. This isn't right. I feel like that's why you got into a lot of fights. We got the Three of Swords here. You're not going to be happy. Right when I said Three of Swords, ooh, okay. You have the Three of Swords and you have the Magician. Spirit is saying that you have to follow your heart, even if that means that you're going to struggle a little bit. If you go back into nursing, that's not where your heart truly is. And if it's just for financial gain, eventually, like I said, it'll slip through your hands. Three of Pentacles and the Four of Cups, and then you're left in the same position. Spirit is saying that it's time to do some soul searching. What is going to light up your heart? Where is your passion? Where is the new opportunity that you want to see yourself? Because the last thing you want is to have the regret of the choice that you made. To finish nursing school, to go through all this, just to be like, I still dislike this. Like the people, like to help people. Thank you, Lemon, for that super. Appreciate you. The last thing that we want is to have regret about going back into something that we feel like we shouldn't have been in. As we have 3, 4, 5. Ace of Swords. Right now that it's a time to speak your truth to yourself and saying, okay, I can write down at least 5 careers that I would be more interested in than nursing. And then it's time to research that. We have the Page of Cups. It's like, what's going to illuminate passion for you and give you a new opportunity with the Fool? It's going to take a little time here. But Spirit is saying it's better than being here. Nine of Swords. You have to reach for new opportunity. It's just like, get out of your own head here. Write down the opportunities that you want and it's going to come to you. Knight of Pentacles. This opportunity is going to boost up to you. So write it down. What would you honestly like to do that you feel like that is going to illuminate your heart? Write those things down and research that and see what's truly realistic for you, because I feel like that if you go back into nursing, this is going to slip through your hands. I feel like if you went back into nursing, I see in the next 3 years that you're going to be right back where you are right now. You are so welcome, my dear. Thank you so much for your supers. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. As always, my dear. Lemon, how you doing? How you doing, Lemon? Thank you very much. We have a couple ahead of you, Lemon. So I will be with you momentarily. Thank you so much for your super. And we reached the goal. We reached the goal. I set that up for 3 hours and you guys knocked it out of the park in 36 minutes. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you all. Thank you so, so much. It really means a lot. It really does. Okay. So we got Sean done. We got Cassie done. Next we have Angela. All right, we have Angela. Good morning. All right, will I get the car I want in a few months? All right, let's bring this energy in. All right, for Angela, will they get the car that they want in a few months? Spirit. Will they get the car they want? Ooh, you've been dreaming. You've been dreaming about this. You have to look at those. We got the star. We've been working towards this, manifesting this. Ace of Wands. I feel like, yes. We have the Three of Swords here in reverse. I feel like you've been working really hard to have this work out for you. We got the Four of Wands, the 1111. Let's go. Contracts being signed. Things going on here. Yes, we got the Page of Pentacles here. We're seeing money here. Nine of Pentacles. We're seeing investment here. Knight of Pentacles. Can we get any more Pentacles in the house? Knight of Pentacles. So yes, I feel like that is a slow growth. Page of Swords, something about interest. So watch out for that. But you got the Seven of Wands here as well as the Emperor. So I feel like by April, now we got the King of Wands and the Sun and the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So I see by April that you'll be able to get the car that you want in the next few months. Continue to work hard, and what you want to do is coming your way, my dear. Yes, manifesting like crazy. It's coming. It's coming, my dear. Thank you so much for your super chat today. I definitely appreciate it. All right. And so next up we have Try Hard. Excuse me. I need to take a drink here. My throat chakra has been going nuts. All right. All right. So for Try Hard, I have 2 interviews tomorrow. Will I get one? Listen for Try Hard, Spirit. Let's bring this in for Try Hard. They have 2 interviews tomorrow. Will they at least get one? Will they at least get one? You are so welcome. Let's take a peek at this. Woohoo! 10 of Cups, your first card out. Like, what? Can we, get more successful? We got the Devil in reverse. I feel like the energy you're coming out of is, finally. All right, we have the Three of Pentacles here. So yes, I do feel like that you're going to get one. I actually feel like you're going to get offered both. All right, you have Temperance here with the Seven of Swords. So I feel like, yes, you're going to get offered both of them, and then you're going to be the one to have to make a decision. And have to be making the decision, you're going to get two offers, and you're going to have to make the decision on where you would like to go. You do have the Eight of Swords in reverse here. Let's get another 10 up here. 10 of Pentacles. Yes. That's what we want to see in finance. Yes. We got the Page of Pentacles here. We got the Magician. Let's just... Let's go. Page of Pentacles and the Magician. Yes. You're going to get offered both jobs, and then you get to sit here and, as the queen as you are, and say, okay, which one do I want to do? Which one do I want to do? Where's going to take me on the longest path and journey to give me the opportunity that I truly want? Page of Cups. Where are you going to get promotions, raises? Where can you continue to grow and reach a higher state? And that's something to think about, try hard, when you go to make this decision. Where can you excel? Where can you continue to grow where there is no cap? Where can you continue to grow with this company and not feel stagnant? Does not hit a wall and just be like, well, this is the max that I can do. Go with the one that you can continue to manifest, grow with, that there's more opportunity for raises, promotions, and things like that. That's where you should be. All right. So those are a lot of questions to ask during interviews as well. What kind of opportunities are here? How far can I grow? And really listen to what they have to say, and just really think about where you can grow, because that's the one that you can have a longer journey with, is the one that you're supposed to go to. I love that for you, Try Hard. I love the energy. I love that very much for you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Next up, we have Lemon for 3 questions. Yes, where can I continue to grow? Absolutely. You're so welcome, Try Hard. And thank you. Thank you for your continued support. I appreciate it. So next up, we have Lemon. So question 1, what is the situation between my friend and Bella? All right, let's start. What is the situation between my friend and Bella? What is the situation? Let's find out. What is the situation here? Ooh. Unfair? Unfair. Okay, so we have Justice here in reverse restraint. There's something that there's not as much investment into this. I feel like that this is a very stagnant situation. Okay, because we have the Knight of Pentacles here. I feel like this is a very stagnant connection here. I feel like that there are more conflicts here. 5 of Wands, I feel like that there's more conflicts here than things that are good. All right, King of Swords. Somebody always has to be in the highest authority. Instead of appreciating, it's coming at odds here. But we have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Wheel of Fortune here. So are we turning to a different tide? They're supposed to start a new cycle here. But here with the Page of Pentacles here, and we got the Fool in reverse, this is really the warning of the fact that they're going to end up in the same situation. I feel like that someone feels like they always have to be right. And that card flew. And even hit my heart chakra bell. Yeah. King, Queen of Swords. So they can still be at odds. We got the King of Cups here. It's like investing ourselves emotionally, but we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody always has to be right. Who the Queen of Swords is the one that is creating conflict here. 6 of Swords, 7 of Wands, and the Page of Cups. I feel like that someone is continuing to try and they're continuing to get pushback. This is a messy situation. I feel like there's a lot of unnecessary conflict that doesn't need to be there. And I feel like that this is something that, although that they can create a new chapter, is gonna end in the same way, because someone's very stubborn. Someone always has to be right, and if they're not right, then they move away, they put their guard down, then they try to say that they still care. But there's some type of unfair power, like someone's on a power trip here, and if they're not heard or listened to, then they leave. There is a selfish energy here, is what I am getting here, Lemon. There's a selfish energy here. Someone always has to be in control. And what is your second question, Lemon? And thank you, everybody, for all your support today. I definitely appreciate it. Means a lot. Really means a lot. So thank you all. Question 2. The Lemon. How does my friend feel about me? What does she want from me? Okay. How does Lemon's friend feel about Lemon? What does she want from Lemon? Perhaps she's the one that's selfish. So we're looking at stagnant energy, abuse of power, trying to force one's hand, submission. That's what I'm getting here. Knight of Swords in reverse with the Hierophant in reverse, trying to take power and control into saying comply. Page of Pentacles. They just want you to do what they want here. We have the 2 of Wands. I feel like that there's always a misdirection. I feel like that if you try to stand up for yourself and say, hey, you know, I care about you, then there is a redirect saying, well, I don't feel the same way. I feel like a lot of times that they waste your time. I feel like that, yeah, 3 of Pentacles here. I feel like a lot of times when you need them, they're not reached. Like if you need somebody to vent to, it's just not there. I feel like that you give out more positive energy and light than what they are doing here. It's like some type of game to them. Some type of game. Yeah, needing to be in power and control. Queen of Pentacles here in the reverse. It's like what they're wanting from you is attention. They want attention from you. I feel like here with the Hermit, that once they get the attention from you that they desire and want, and that all the focus is on them, everything is about them, is nothing about how you feel, it's always about them, then they go into isolation and then they push you away, which makes you feel bad. And this is the same loop. We have Death here with the Fool and the Magician. This is Spirit saying, hey, it's time for you to take a new opportunity and start to cut off what is that of the past. If this is the same loop cycle that you have been going through and that you keep getting a pushback, they reel you in, they push you back again, they reel you in and push you back. One of these times you need to say, hey, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing this anymore. I know what I deserve. I deserve someone that is going to give the same investment into me that what I give to them. I know my value. I know my value, I know my worth, and I don't need this. So if you're going to be a karmic friend, I don't need that. All right, my dear, that's what I have for you on that question. And you have a lot of positive qualities to you. You don't need that. You don't need that. And I feel like you're carrying heart that you don't want to leave somebody behind. But at the same time, if they're not going to respect you, what's the point? Question 3, what can I expect from her in the upcoming weeks? Okay. What can Lemon expect from her in the next upcoming week? Whew. I don't know what my computer just did. Well. Okay. More chaos. More chaos. 7 of Swords. Taking away and or deceiving, lying, but I see taking away, causing problems. Causing problems. 5 of Wands, creating all the attention has to be on them emotionally. All right, we got the Moon. We got the King of Cups. King of Cups being in reverse. Everything is about them. Everything is about them. We even have the Sun. I feel like Bella's not really a happy person. I don't know. I feel like there's somebody really unhappy here. And all the attention has to be on them. We also had the Fool here in reverse. We're going through the same pattern, same things. Nobody's healing. Nobody's healing here. We have Temperance here in reverse with the 7 of Pentacles. It's like we're still waiting for opportunity and change, and they're still going through the same loop. It's all about them. It's all about them. Knight of Wands here, going in a different direction, and the Empress. I feel like that they want the attention. We have the 3 of Pentacles here in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the 6 of Swords. At some point, you all have to make a decision. What value do they bring to your life? What value do they bring to your life that it's worth it? What value are they bringing to the table that is worth it to continue this connection? Lemon, that's what we're looking at here. Bella's consistently depressed and takes up all of my friend's time. Then my friend gets moody at me. Yes, we have to look at this. It's unfortunate that Bella is depressed, right? But we have to look at this at a standpoint. I'm no, psychiatrist or therapist or anything like that, but I do understand the concept of all of that, and from personal experience of being a depressed individual myself, at some point we have to take charge of our own depression and be willing to get up and continue to try, even as just a little bit. You set up at least little tiny goals for yourself and say, hey, at least I'm going to get up, I'm going to take a shower, I'm going to make a smoothie for myself, and I'm going to at least step a toe outside to get some sun. 3 things. And then I can be a recluse and come back into myself and maybe watch a movie or something. you have to be willing to fight depression in the way that you can fight it. You don't just settle and just say, oh, well, this is just what it is and my life is going to be like this forever. No, push out of that. And if they're in a transition where they have no desire to get out of their depression, you and your friend need to decide if it's time to cut them off. Very well, that's what the Seven of Swords is. This could be y'all walking away, picking up, and just cutting your losses here. If they are not willing to bring happiness to your life, then what are we doing? And it's hard. And something just went on my throat. It can be hard when we are wanting to be there for somebody, but they don't want to show up for themselves. We can only show up for those that are willing to try. And by no means am I'm saying that depression is an easy thing to deal with, because it's not. Like I said, you wouldn't think it because I have a big smile on my face, but I am a depressed individual. But doing something like this gives me that hope and purpose, and it's just like, okay, this is going to be a good day and we're going to do it. But if you stay stagnant in the depression and you let the depression consume you, then you just start to bring everyone else down with you, and you can only do so much with that lemon. So think about that. Write that down. What are the pros and cons? Look at this as pros and cons. What pros are there by having Bella in your life and in your friend's life? What are the pros and cons? And if the cons are higher than the pros, then it's time to separate. Although that may be difficult, then it's time to do that. Okay? Hey, Chance, how are you doing? Am I sick? You really want to know? Well, that's true, Lemon. That's true. But you also have to set a boundary with your friend and say, hey, you know what? If you're upset about Bella, I don't want to hear it, because you're entertaining it. I sound a bit sick. Yeah, my throat chakra is off today. Like, I've been really trying to hydrate, but it's like, I feel like something keeps grabbing at my throat. Like, something is trying to silence me, but haha, I'm still here, people. I'm not going to be silenced. I'm going to show up. Even though we hear how bad it is, it's as if my friend is toxically attached to her, and that's what you have to look at, Lemon. Thank you for the readings today. You're absolutely welcome. Thank you for your time and allowing me to read for you today. It's a pleasure. I love you, my wonderful and beloved eternal friend. Almost finished. We're getting it figured out, Juan. We're getting it figured out. One step at a time. Thank you, everybody that has donated today, that has been a part of the show. We're closing in on an hour, and we hit the goal today, and there's still support coming. Thank you. What a beautiful morning. We must. I'm just gonna hide in a bunker. Confirmation. Confirmation. Thank you. Obviously, thank you for the super. Okay. Another live. Another live. We're just going for it. Going for it. Nothing's holding me back or holding me down. We're just going, making it happen. What was going on between my bro and his girlfriend last night? Ooh. What was going on between my bro and his girlfriend last night? Let's snoop and find out. What was going on? Ew. Some type of conflict here? Ooh. Okay. First off, someone's feeling abandoned and uncertain, starting to question things, and we got the Seven of Swords right behind that. There is something going on here that they feel like that there's an untruth, that they feel like they're being let down. Okay, let's see what else we have going on here. The love's disappearing from this connection. Knight of Cups and the Three of Wands. Love is disappearing here. And I feel like someone is trying to hold this together. We have strength, trying to hold it together. But there's a lot of pain here. Ten of Swords. This isn't a happy connection. And I feel like when they're around other people that they make it look like that this is a happy connection, but it's not. There's a lot of challenges here. 10 of Wands. This is not a happy connection. 10 of completion. I see this eventually coming apart. It's been a long road here with the Hermit. It's been a long road. And we have the Fool. I feel like that if it doesn't disassemble soon, I feel like by the end of the year it'll be over with. We have the Star, we have the Seven of Wands, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. If someone's not willing to invest into this is going to go into separation. And it's not a happy connection. It's not. So yeah, if something doesn't change, and I see by the end of this year, if it's your brother that's keeping it together, I just see them just going, okay, you win. I can't do it anymore. A lot of heaviness, and it's unfortunate because I feel like your brother loves his girlfriend so much that he actually wanted to engage and be married, but it's not being treated well. Your PayPal donation, let's check it out. Chance, let's check it out. Let's take a look at this here. And thank you for that super CG. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that compliment. I do my best to be accurate. Let's see what's going on here. Chance, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, it did not go through on PayPal. So you did not get double charged there. Okay. Oh. Let me grab the cards because I just put them back. Because I was looking at the bottom of the deck. And it's justice. That's marriage. That's marriage. Okay. Yes, indeed. Thank you for the donations, everybody. I appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What does G want from... What does G want from you? Interesting. Okay, we got the Knight of Cups. Got the Knight of Cups, but let's see what this pairs with here. Knight of Cups. And we got the Sun in reverse. I feel like that they want you to help them bring the happiness in their life. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. Bring happiness into their life because they're in a position that they can't find that for themselves. There's a lot of things that they feel unfortunate about that they can't achieve. Maybe there's some type of apology that needs to occur here. I feel like that maybe they feel like that they did something to get you to be upset with them, even though that there's some type of misunderstanding somewhere. Ten of Swords. There's some type of misunderstanding that's occurring here. And we got the Lovers in reverse. I feel like that there's a separation here and that there needs to be something that can correct it. We got the Star in reverse. A weird energy. Like they feel like there should be an apology. Either they need to apologize to you or you need to apologize to them. There is something stagnant here. We have the Page of Wands, then looking back with the Page of Swords, and someone has a sword up. At the end of the day, with the Ace of Cups, Justice, and the Ten of Pentacles, there is still investment that is worth it here. But a balance needs to occur. Somebody needs to speak their mind. Somebody needs to speak their truth in order for this to find its true balance so people don't feel forgotten, abandoned, uncertainty, and unhappy. I feel like that there's enough here, that there's enough care to try to work on this, especially with the Ace of Cups, Justice, and the Ten of Pentacles. True investment matters here, but we have to be willing to work on it. I feel like they want to work on that with you. So that's what I have for you, my dear. It's buffering. Is it buffering for anybody else? It's clear now? Okay, thank you, my dear. Thank you, CG. Chance, thank you very much. Okay. Good for you, no buffer. All right. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate y'all. Okay, what's the advice? Spirit, what's the advice from Eric here? What's the advice? What has been bothering energy that has been creating a sense of disconnection? What has been going on that's bothering them? Yeah, there's this lack. Page of Cups, like there's this lack of emotional care. Six of Wands, like somebody is just feeling forgotten, that they don't feel like that they were as important as they used to be. We had the Page of Swords. This is something that's not as discussed. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Someone doesn't feel as important as they used to be. And we still have the Ace of Cups here. They want to believe that people still care, but between you both, that we're not sure. We're given this opportunity. Ace of Pentacles, trying to give it opportunity here. But at the same time, someone is just feeling like they're just another option, or that they were just an option. Like somebody is just feeling like they were just dropped in the middle of everything. Queen of Pentacles, like they were just dropped and forgotten, and it doesn't matter. So that's why we're seeing a lot of guards go up with the Nine of Wands. Someone does not feel cared for. Knight of Cups, going through the Tower. A massive change needs to occur to get this to work again. The Hangman, someone needs to speak their truth. And this may go into that you guys have a massive disagreement, but by the end of that you guys will have your understanding. Because someone feels unseen, unheard, unappreciated. They feel like at times that it's here and there, but sometimes they feel like they're just an option that just gets dropped off. And when it is that way, then we're not seeing the value of this. Someone's upset, someone feels forgotten within this connection. Emotional maturity needs to occur here. All right. And that's what I have on that. Thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate it very, very much. Okay, so next we have CG. And CG, do you want your question up on the screen or off the screen? Let me know, guys, if you want your questions up or not. You're absolutely welcome. It can be on the screen. All right. Thank you, my dear. All right. Hello, Midnight. Oh, hello. Will I be reaching my financial goals for this year? Okay. Also, do you see me move to one of my homes? Okay. Let's look at your finances. How about that? Will they be reaching their financial goals this year for CG? I just heard reasonable. I feel like the goals you have set for yourself is reasonable to achieve. I don't feel like that it's like too much or too little. You got the 10 of Cups. Got the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Swords. I feel like that if you go after it, that you will achieve what you're looking for here. We got the 7 of Wands. You don't have anything blocking you. You're not even blocking yourself. We're going after what we're manifesting, what we're challenging, what we want here. You got the King of Wands and the Magician here as well. Taking power and control and manifesting what we truly want. knowing that we can reach our goals and just saying, okay, we're going to make it happen. Here with the Hangman, that we find this understanding that we can do this, that we can accomplish and have it happen. And you have the Fool telling you your financial situation is going to emerge in a great way. Queen of Wands. You have the King and Queen of Wands here. A lot of fire there. I feel like the passion that you have here is going to illuminate in what you want to do, and you're going to be very happy. Be happy and proud, and this is good luck. Wheel of Fortune, positive luck and flow and abundance coming in. And you have the Sun right after that. Let's see, on the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Swords. You do have the Knight of Wands, so leaving yourself open to the financial abundance you're looking for. Queen of Pentacles. Very good energies there. And like I said, I feel like what you have set up is completely reasonable. So let's take a quick look. Are you going to move to one of your homes here? We see movement. So I'm going to do a few cards on this. Movement, yes. Six of Swords, Ace of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune came out for you again, my dear. So yes, you will on both accounts. Congratulations. You're going to reach what you want, my dear. Okay. Thank you, Sunshine. I appreciate you. All right. Next up, we have Chance. And Chance, do you want your question on or off the screen? On. All right, you got it. All right. Why is R still not talking? Still does he like me? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You're welcome. Let's take a look at this here. Why is R still not talking? Does he like me? Does he like Chance? What's going on? Why is R still not talking? Okay, let's take a peek here. Alright, so we have the High Priestess. And we have it on the right side here. Wow, we got the Magician. It's like they're trying to intuitively take control here, and there we have it. King of Cups here in reverse. I feel like, interesting. I feel like that they're trying to, as this King of Cups is looking at the Magician and the High Priestess, that they feel like that they're doing the right thing, even though how they're handling the situation is very immature. They think about, they're taking control, trying to take control of their emotions before they express anything out. But I don't feel like that they should just be closing out a chapter here. Yes, we have Justice in reverse. How you're being treated is unfair. They should be speaking their truth here. We have the Ten of Cups in the reverse here. It's like, I feel like that where they are, that they're not happy. I feel like that in a way they're trying to protect you. Right? We got the Hangman in their way that they feel like that they're protecting you by not talking to you, because they're emotionally trying to figure themselves out. Yes, we got the Queen of Cups. So counterparts here. King, Queen of Cups, and we have the Six of Pentacles here. I feel like that you guys will eventually talk again. And right when I said talk, we got the Eight of Wands coming flying out with the Seven of Cups. I feel like that they're on a soul journey, spiritual journey, trying to find themselves before they reapproach you. I do feel like that they're trying to work things out so they don't drag you into a situation that you don't need to be dragged into. I feel like they have a sense of being lost and a lot of uncertainty. And anybody that has anything like that is not going to approach someone responsibly, won't approach somebody when they know that they still have things that they need to work out. You do have the Knight of Cups here with Death and the Four of Cups. I do see this coming back together. I feel like that you will receive an apology, but an explanation of what happened, why this happened, why it occurred, why did you why did they, push you away? Why did they close the chapter and not talk to you? What was the point of that? And the fact that they are truly sorry. But that's when you're going to realize that it was better off. It was probably better off that this wasn't a disconnection in the way it is. So that's what I see in this. It's like there's something they're trying not to drag you into. So I feel like when they're ready that they will speak to you. But there's something they're trying not to drag you into. That's what I keep hearing. Um and there's really stagnant energy. I'm looking over and I see the Six of Swords here in reverse too. Not wanting to move, not wanting to do that. There's something that is really bothering them that they're not trying to drag you into it. Even if you see them every day. There are personal struggles that they are having that they don't feel like they can talk about. So I feel like on terms, do they like you? I feel like they do like you, but they're not willing to bring you into their BS, politely. Um, that's what I'm getting on that. So keep me updated. Let me know. I feel like I should make a coffee. And I see 7-7. I'm hydrating, but I still need a coffee or a hot cocoa. And I actually see 777. Positive luck and happiness. Now I see 1, 2, 3 right now too. A lot of angel numbers today. A lot of angel numbers today. Thank you for the reactions. I definitely appreciate that. Thank you everybody that has sent in a donation. I definitely appreciate that. Thank you for those that have just been watching me as well. I appreciate that as well. So, um, today I'll be back live, this evening. Yesterday I had something, unexpected. So I'll be back tonight at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Then I'm streaming on Tuesday, so doing 7:30 in the morning, 6 p.m. at night. Wednesday we'll do 7:30 in the morning, and then we have Wolfpack Live. It's going to be at 12 this week because I do have an appointment on Wednesday. So we'll do that at noon, and then Thursday, same schedule, 7:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock at night. And then Friday, we have the Wolfpack Live, starting at 11 a.m. So definitely have a lot going on. I'll get that all posted. We may be doing a free chat in the evening on Friday. So we'll have to see, because we had the unfortunate so we had the unfortunate thing that we normally kind of deal with free chat, where people subscribe and then unsubscribe because they think they're going to get on the list if they resubscribe and say that they're a new subscriber when they weren't. So we'll have that going on, and then people having their likes and then taking the likes away. So it's like looking at that factor, realizing that, it's not just 2 hours of my time, it's also 2 hours of your time, Sunshine. And so, thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, so it's just like if we do, it's like if we do the free, it's like my expectations of it is different. It's just like I'm going in to give back to the community, and if the community doesn't really support me back at the same time, at least I'm out there giving the energy back out to the community. And for those that are meant to stay will be here, and for those that don't want to be here, okay. So that's how it is. I feel like that those that unsubscribe are the ones that did not get a reading. They, were skipped, but you can't come into a room and get put on a list and go and put yourself on a list in 3 other rooms and not expect to get skipped. So there's a lot of that too. I've also thought about bringing back my free and donation combination shows. I don't know if that would be too much for us, if it would get too chaotic. But I've been thinking about that too. Yeah. Yeah. And I see 1015 right now, which are two of my lucky numbers. It's yeah, it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate, but knowing that that's what's going to happen, I know that at least I'm doing the right thing, giving energy back out to the community. So yeah, we can try a combination show and see how that goes. Why don't we do it on Thursday? At the 7 a.m. show. So I'll set that live up. So I'll say free and donation, and see how it goes. So it's like once people start donating, we have the list. We'll close the list out at 15. So 15 people can be on the free list, and then all donations will jump at that point. and people can either stay on the free or they can decide to leave. This is kind of just how it goes. So that's what we'll do. All right, so I'll get all that set up. So yeah, the times and everything like that. um yeah, so busy week. It's a busy week. 9 for you. All right. So yeah, it's a busy week ahead, but a very beneficial one. Yeah, busy, right? 7 of Pentacles. A busy and patient week, right? Busy and patient week. Yes. Judgment. It's going to be what we make it. What we choose to create it. That's what we'll do, and that's what we have control over with the Magician. So fantastic. All right, everybody. I'm going to head out for today. I will be back live at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Thank you, everybody that has donated today, that has supported the channel. I definitely appreciate you all very, very much. Thank you all for the reactions. Thank you for the view duration as well. Off the charts. I really appreciate those that have continued to watch and those that decided to watch me. All of that comes to a benefit, and it does help to support my channel. So thank you everybody. I am Wolf with Midnight Wolf Tarot. I hope you all have a beautiful day. I'll see you this evening. Sunshine. Thank you. Wolf kisses to everybody. Y'all take care. Bye for now.